10 we have, the strongest ever. The 10 masters had kept each other in check and maintained the balance of power and order of the world beyond human limits, until Baek Do-hyun showed up with the strongest power ever. Who is this Baek Do-hyun? And why is he so strong? He is our main character and the strongest ever. But the interesting thing here is no one knows that. Everyone thinks of him as a normal guy. He is like a beast who hid his fangs. He is too overpowered. The art is decent but the updates are slow. On number 9 we have Solo Login. Solo Login manhwa was released in 2020, so we can say it's a new one. This is the story about 11-year-old Young Si-woo never had any friends, because there was nothing interesting about him. He lived an average life as an average person in an average world. But suddenly, the Earth faced a great change when mysterious floating sky castles appeared. The sky castles granted some people wings and powers, but unfortunately, Si-woo wasn't one of them. Actually, here is the interesting thing. Our main character never had any friends because he was too abnormal. He was so overpowered that with a flick of his finger, tables and chairs went flying. So everyone was afraid of him. But the main character starts his own legend as a mysterious incident occurs. On number 8 we have Study Group. Gaemin Yoon, a 17-year-old student, goes to a school known to harbor future criminals. Stuck in a carnivorous environment where only the strongest survive, he struggles to get good grades to enter a 4-year university. But, will he be able to study well enough to enter university, or will he get involved in the unending fights around the school? Our main character here is too overpowered from the start and knows various martial arts skills. But the most terrifying thing is, his enemies think of him as a weeb, but in reality he is an overpowered master. On number 7 we have Auto Hunting, the world under attack by monsters that are pouring from the fracture. And the hunters, who hunt those monsters, are the most coveted job in the world currently. One day, Oh Yunsung, who works his hardest from day to day as a worker in a meat restaurant, awakens an ability to automatically hunt monsters with perfect techniques and physical prowess like an MMORPG when he presses a button, auto hunting, that appears in front of him. The main character is already too overpowered from the start after getting the system. You can see him beating monsters just after the first chapter. On number 6 we have The First Hunter. One day the world perished, and a group of monsters emerged to control the whole world. In this eschatology, a group of people awakened and each acquired different special abilities. They are constantly escalating in the struggle, trying to save the world. The main character here is too terrifying. It's like he has a deep mystery lurking around him. It seems that he has a dark past. The main character is too ruthless and overpowered. There is also a light novel for this manhwa, and to be honest it's much better than the manhwa. The problem with the manhwa is that it's too fast-paced. Art is decent and characters are good too. On number 5 we have Mukyong, Dark Lady. The exceptional martial artist and proud hierarch of the demonic sect, Mukyong, winds up in a strange new fantasy realm after falling victim to a curse cast by his enemies, the Blood Sect. But when Mukyong's incredible control over chi, or mana, becomes known, it's only a matter of time before he gets cursed again, and turned into a young lady? In this world of elves, mages, knights, and dragons, will a mastery of Chinese martial arts be enough for one man, or woman, to fight his way back home? Or will this humbled warrior finally concede defeat? On number 4 we have Return to Player. One day the world became a game. Monsters are suddenly appearing, and killing humans, and humans have become players and must fulfill quests. A player that was given a second chance after the fall of mankind, Kim Sehen. Will he be able to beat the system that made the world into a mess? The main character is too strong and intelligent. His aim is to be a low-key, due to several reasons. The art is awesome and it's kinda similar to Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. On number 3 we have Legend of Mir. Where am I? What am I? Gold-armored sword dragon, the boss monster of Demon Palace's 7th floor and the guardian of the abyss, becomes self-aware and awakens in a game world. Gold-armored sword dragon, or Gyeom Gab Du Ryong, is a giant dragon covered in golden scales, but he takes on a human form once he withstands a set number of attacks. He's a rare character in the game, New Legend of Mir, a supposedly authentic martial arts game. Dorothy, the girl who call him Gyeom Ryong, Gold Dragon. Juk Chan-woon, the attack force's leader and commander of the Red Blood Group, and Geppetto, who goes by the nickname Dumplinghead Girl. Their story takes place inside the world of Murim within the virtual reality martial arts game, New Legend of Mir. On number 2 we have Path of Shaman. If the Grim Reaper calls your name 3 times, you will be taken to the underworld. Hyokyeon Mugong, Hyokyeon Mugong, Hyokyeon Mu. You little shit, I want to live longer. Get out of here. I desperately swallowed the herb of immortality, and to my surprise, I actually lived. When I finally opened my eyes, thinking it was all a dream, I was surrounded by a bunch of old guys. I asked where am, and, the shaman's mountain? Somehow, I possessed the body of a pitiful errand boy. This is nuts. I am the strongest of the strong, the head of the Saw clan, Hyokyeon Mugong. Why am I now part of a clan of shamans? Well, since I'm here, I might as well become the best disciple I can. The trashy master's ruthless, no-holds-barred, immortal martial arts story, Path of the Shaman, begins. The main character is evil and too overpowered. On number 1 we have Mercenary Enrollment. This is probably the best and most interesting manhwa I have ever read. It's a true art, a masterpiece. Yu Aijin was the sole survivor of a plane crash when he was little. After becoming a mercenary to survive for 10 years, he returns to his family in his hometown. He enrolls in his sister's school, but later did the main character realize that his little sister is bullied severely. The MC becomes enraged and beats out all the bullies to an extreme extent. The main character Aijin is the definition of being overpowered. That's all for today's video. If you loved it then please like and subscribe. Let's meet in the next video.